sequence in that space, in those spaces.
What do you think you might hear?
The fact that I can't, I mean, I could predict, but I don't want to predict. I would just like to hear it happen.
The tank could be a laboratory for not only learning about sound and the possibilities of making sounds in an environment, but it could also be something that that allows us to learn about acoustics, that allows us to learn about collaboration in a place like that, and to learn purely about listening and the possibilities of space, architecture, and listening.
Well, first of all, I'd discover how long the delay is, the reverb is. And I'd use that as a number, as a point of departure for making a piece that took into account how long subdividing it into parts, meaning having players play individual sounds, discrete sounds, and making a piece that used the acoustical qualities of the tank.
But I think I'd also like to have a slumber party in the tank, and hear what it sounds like to have lots of people sleeping in it.
We thought of taking wire and attaching it on the floor and then stretching it all the way to the top of the tank and making an entire tank harp of some sort.
Okay. I would bring, for the first time, I'm going to hope that I could be in there a couple times, but the first time I would bring the violin and I would make, these contrails, just kind of going through, like you play one note and then and the entire tank would start looking like, something over an airport, but filled with, notes. And I've never really heard music like that. The air is still like slowly moving, pushing. And, if you could really see traces of sound, you'd have a strange kind of music where it would move through time in a different way.
I would want to sing. I would want to play my body. I would want to probably use my body as an instrument first off. Just doing body music, patting, clapping.
I want to listen to these sounds spinning around in the tank, and if I would have my bass there and some speakers, I would probably hang out there really long.
I'd like to try sound painting in there with the group I normally do it with. There's about 15 of us normally, with a huge array of instruments from cellos to string basses to oboes to classical guitars.
I'm a little bit nervous if I would fit through the portal because I'm a bit rotund, but if I could get past that, and be inside there, I think the very first thing that I would do is listen.
Can imagine almost an unlimited usage of it, from using it as a sound effect, using it just to experience human presence in a space, to get inspired for improvising or whatever. It's in a way limitless because it's something very unique. So I think it's on almost any kind of human field it's inspiring. So I wouldn't like to limit it to any kind of particular usage.